guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Celia and I'm a Danish model, actress, conscious creator, and angelic coach. Pardon the light here, but I have the softbox right here is as far as my wire allows it to go. You're gonna see me very bright today. So today we're gonna talk about a very special subject, which is the subject of what is a light worker and are you one? If you landed on this video, you might very well be a light worker because there was something that called you to see this. There are right now millions of light workers on the planet, all with the one sole purpose of helping raise the frequency, vibration of humanity, to assist humanity in raising its frequencies together with Gaia, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, who is a living being and who is raising her frequencies. I definitely consider myself a light worker. I don't like to label anything, but I know that I fit very well in many of the descriptions. So I'm gonna share this view here today so that you can decide for yourself whether or not you think you belong in this category. So light workers will usually throughout their life feel very different, and they will feel sort of like they don't belong in the world. They don't belong in with their family, don't belong in school, they don't belong in society. They may be very idealistic and have these beautiful ideas about how life should be that don't actually translate to the 3D reality we are currently experiencing. Light workers will usually have this knowing and this belief that there's something more out there. They can be very interested in topics about the universe, about growth, about self-exploration, and will usually not like small talk as much. So whereas some people are okay with talking about the weather, light workers like to talk about the unlimited potential of the universe, what you find behind the next galaxy, etc. Light workers can also naturally understand higher principles intuitively, but not necessarily be able to convey this into words very well unless they've had a specific training to do so. That is of course the task of some light workers because they're here to be teachers of esoteric truths, but generally you will resonate a lot with these truths and you will feel intuitively when something feels right for you. Light workers are also generally quite connected with their intuition. What's important to understand is that it may be quite challenging to come here as a light worker because at first you have forgotten everything, or most people have forgotten why they come here. Some light workers do remember vaguely, some more, but most have forgotten. So you find yourself in all of this darkness and chaos. It doesn't make sense to you. You don't really feel like you belong anywhere. So it can actually be really tough for a lot of light workers. And I know that it was for me in my young teens, the moment I had like suicidal depression because I just did not feel like I fit in anywhere. But as you start growing and learning and becoming aware of your purpose, suddenly things start to make sense again. And the most important thing to know is no matter what kind of challenges and difficulties you've gone through, you come here with a mission. Your mission is to help raise the frequency in your unique way, which can differ from each light worker. But the most important thing is to know that you are here for a reason. You came here for a reason. You decided to come here from your own free will to help the planet. And you do have a beautiful purpose that no one else can do for you. As a light worker, you are literally like a beam of light amongst a crowd. You are here to energetically raise the frequency of those around you. And it has actually been shown in studies that people with higher frequency, which was referred to as heart coherence, are able to affect around 100 people around them with their frequency. And the more of these people in a group, the exponential is the amount of people that they can influence positively. So as a light worker, even your pure presence is a beautiful beam of light for those around you. And it may not always come across as a pretty thing, because for this reason you may bring out the shadow in some people, and some people don't like to see the shadow, so they may associate you with something negative, and that's why light workers can often end up being the scapegoats. That's why the most important thing to remember is just that you're here for a mission and the right people will come into your life. As a light worker, the most important task you have is your own frequency. First and foremost, you need to learn how to balance your own frequency. You need to learn how to raise your frequency, clear your frequency, heal your frequency so that you can go out in the world again and do light work again. You are the most important when it comes to this. And it's very important that there are many people that think, oh, that's so selfish. No, if you do not fill your own cup, you cannot do your light working abilities. It would be the same as asking someone to do full-time work without sleep. You need to recharge, okay? You have come here to be a leader. And some light workers, they do work from behind the scenes. Some light workers, they do work in the spotlight. That doesn't matter. Remember, even your presence, especially when you learn to master your own energy, is a healing light for those around you. The more you shine your light, the more you give the people around you courage and permission because they already have it, but when someone sees it, it's easier. Permission to do the same. And I really want to emphasize that again, because some light workers, especially been raised in narcissistic families, may have issue with understanding that self-care is very important. It is very important that you learn to take care of yourself energetically, and that you prioritize yourself first and foremost, and that you do the work to raise your frequency. The more you step up to your light working potential, the more the universe aligns situations that will help you, conspire with you to raise you up even more. This is a personal work that we all as light workers have to go through, which is beautiful because that's how we learn the lessons that we can transmit to other people of how they can overcome their own limitations and obstacles as well. There are many different light workers with many different tasks. I'm not going to go into all of it here, but the main point of a light worker is that they come with a mission. The mission is to help raise the frequency in one way or another. So basically the mission is to contribute, and light workers, we usually have this urge to give something to the world. We want to create or help in some way or another. And that's how I, for instance, believe that I have always had this, because as a young girl, even then, I believed in the good in everyone. No matter what they did, I was always believing in the good in humanity, and I knew there was a greater potential. And this is what kept me going and gave me the vision to be compassionate and loving as possible to the people around me. So if you suspect you are a light worker, but you have no clue what you're here, what your purpose is, don't worry, okay? The first step is to understand that you do have a purpose, and the purpose starts right here, right now, by you choosing love and choosing to work on yourself. I already post a lot of material on my YouTube channel that are different methods that you can help to raise your frequency. I have posted one video that talks about how to activate your angelic DNA, and if you already have it activated, which is something very similar. And I have also written my book, How to Communicate with the Angels, which basically is based on 6 practical steps that anyone can take and put into their day-to-day lives, steps that are completely for free, to help raise their frequency. So if you are really serious about your light working mission, I recommend this book first and foremost, because you will learn the natural laws that govern everyone on this planet right now in regards to energy, diet, the things we consume, our intention, etc., and how to flip that over to be in the benefit of raising the amount of light you can hold in your body, raising your frequency. That's what this book is all about. So go check it out. I have a link in bio. I also will be doing private coaching. The private coaching is not open yet. It opens in January. But you can still apply now for the wait list, and I will look through the applicants to see which ones I think we can work together, etc. Of course, to go follow me on Instagram, where I also share many tips on how you can communicate with the angels, raise your frequency, activate your angelic DNA, and reclaim your power in general. I also want to point out something, which is that everyone can actually become a light worker. You don't need to have even been born into this or decided it before you came or whatever. If you work enough on yourself so that you develop a deep love for humanity, for this planet, and you are willing to dedicate your life to bettering this planet, to bringing in light and love, you can become a light worker. I really want to clarify this because it is not something that either you are born into it or you're just not it. Every human has the potential to activate their angelic DNA and to activate the light within their own DNA, and therefore spreading it to others. So if you're watching this video and you are maybe feeling like you're not a light worker, but it's something that really resonates with you, then you can become it. It's very important that you know this, and this is the teachings that I bring, is how to raise your frequency, activate your angelic DNA, and allow in more light. So the very first thing you have to do if you truly want to be a light worker is to start working very dedicated to growth, self-growth, to healing yourself, because healed people heal others, and that is how you start bringing in more light to the world. So please do check out my work for more information on this. Okay guys, that was it for the video today. My camera ran out of battery, so I have to film the outro now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you're new here, and I look forward to see you guys in the very next video. Ciao! Come on.